I want to thank everyone for tuning in to the Father Time Network. Hope everyone is doing well. My name is Anthony, and on this platform, I talk about how important it is to be a father. I'm here to make being a father cool again. But before I continue, let's get into the intro. Today, I want to give an example of what a great father is, what young boys need as they transition to becoming men. I came across a video. I'm going to let y'all see the video, then we'll come back and talk about it.
Bye. Go, no, this way. Go around the gate. You better not be crying when you get here. What were we working on today?
Double play.
And what else? Turn into, run. Sprint. Get back. What do we work on today?
Double play.
And what else?
Turn into.
Thank you very much. It's important to listen and not just be out here. You have to listen. You want to play this game and you want to be good, but you don't want to listen. You understand?
Yes, sir.
It's important to listen. That's why I keep making you do this stuff over and over again, so that way you know it. So even though it's aggravating right now, when you get to the field when it's game time, you're going to know all this stuff and nobody else going to know it. You got it?
Yes, sir.
What does IQ mean?
Baseball knowledge.
You understand me?
Yes, sir.
All right. You just got to learn to listen. You did a good job today, but you have to learn to listen and remember what's being taught. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Right. It's all right. You just got to learn to listen. You understand?
Yes, sir.
Once you learn to listen, you'll do better. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Excellent example of a father. Excellent example of what a young man needs as he's transitioning into becoming a man. See, most women, when they see this video, they may say, "Oh, you're too hard on him. Oh, he's crying. Oh, it's time for him to take a break. Does he need water? Nah. You seen what happened in that video. He came to his father. What are we working on? Double play. What else? Go run. He start crying. He's going through it. And women will see this and cater to those emotions. But as a man, we want you to get it right. We want you to understand that you have to listen. You have to pay attention when it comes to this thing called life. And as that young man was running around that field, crying, going through it, what most women don't realize, he was going through what he needs to learn in his head. So when he came back to his father, what are we working on? Double play. What else? Turn into. That second go round, he got it right. What else? What is IQ? Baseball. He knew it. All that crying stuff, that's emotional. Young boys don't need someone to cater to their emotions. They need to learn how to be men. And that's what that young man is learning. His father said, "It don't feel good right now. I know it don't, but guess what? When you're on that field, you're going to be the only one that know your stuff." His father gave him a handshake. You did a great job. So, most women, I just did a video recently where the mother separated her son from the father. This woman gave every excuse in the book to justify her wrong, but never once told the young boy, "I'm sorry. I apologize. I was emotional." Do you see what this father did? He told his son, "You did a great job." I'm proud of you. And then through all that crying, he still showed his son emotion by giving him a hug. I love you, son. That's what these young boys need. They need a man to show them discipline. And at the end of all that, when they're going through their acts, crying, not understanding what's going on, somebody to explain to them their emotions. This is why you feel this way. I know it's hard. But at the end of all that, this is going to be the result. You're going to be the only one that knows it. So when young boys get disciplined by their father, the end result is you're going to be the only one out of all the little guys that you hang with that's going to be productive. You're going to know how to get up, take care of yourself, clean your room. You're going to know about responsibility. That's what fathers teach their boys. Not how to be emotional. Not when a woman leaves you, you go get a gun and kill her. Not being your feelings. Put in the work. That's why they need their fathers. I know this is true personally. As y'all can look at my blogs, y'all know I got 2 sons, right? My sons will cry. Mommy, Their mother will give them whatever they want. Whatever they want. All they got to do is cry. It's to the point that they know this. When their father is in the room, they don't do none of that. My little boys can say, Dad, I want some chips. And I'll tell them, nah, son, you had too many chips today. No more junk food. What do you think that they gonna do? They gonna run straight to their mama, crying. But they're not gonna cry in front of me though. If their mother is out getting her hair done, going grocery shopping, and it's just us, the men in the house, and I tell them no junk food, they're gonna go do something else. They're gonna go play with their toys. I watch my oldest son, he'll sit there, digest it for a minute, and walk off and go do something else. But when their mother is in the house, they'll become emotional so they can get what they want. This is why boys need their fathers. My youngest son, he'll fall. He got a thing where when you tell him no, he runs into the other room and passes out. Emotional. I walk right into the room where he runs into and say, yo, get up. He gets right up. The crying stops. But sometimes I'll post up in the other room when I'm coming in from work just to kind of see what's going on. He'll lay on the floor and cry 2-3 minutes in front of his mama. This happened the other day. Yesterday, matter of fact. My lady made some rice and some fish. She knows I like Himalayan salt. So she puts the Himalayan salt on the table. So I grab it, put a little bit on my fish and on my rice, and I sit it down on the table. My oldest son runs up, grabs the Himalayan salt and start playing with it. Now, it's in a glass bottle. I said, yo, son, stop playing with that before you break it. Put it back. He put it right back. One time is all I had to ask him. My lady said, your dad only got to ask you one time. I got to ask you 4 or 5 times before you do something for me. This is why boys need their fathers. When dad is in the house, dad is not going to ask you multiple times. One time and it's going to get done. This is a prime example to all the fathers in the world. Your sons need you. Don't leave your sons to be raised by their mothers solely. They need a male presence in their lives to show them how to be men. You have too many emotional men in the world killing women. Women are being killed by men at an alarming rate. You know, when I was coming up, a young pup in the streets doing my thing, women and children were always off the table. You never touch women and children. Nowadays, women and children are on the menu just as much as a man is. They even killing grandmoms now because these young men are so emotional, they don't even know how to distinguish the two. I don't encourage nobody to go out and do nothing to nobody or hurt nobody. I'm just saying how different the world is, how different even the streets are. Nowadays, a woman breaks up with a man. You see it on the news every day. Ex-boyfriend killed this baby mom because she left, ain't want to be with him no more. I just seen one article where a woman was having a man's child. He said, I don't want you to have the child. She said, I'm going to have the child and raise it myself. He killed her in front of her other two kids. Like, what? Emotional. You laid down with that woman, impregnated her. Now that she does not want to get rid of the child, you kill her. Emotional. To all the mothers that are raising boys and intentionally keeping the father out of their lives, those boys need their father. Flat out. Yes, some women out here do a great job in providing for their boys, for their children. It's a lot more to raising a child than just providing. They need guidance. They need discipline that a father can provide. So when your son is walking around the house with his chest out thinking that he runs the house, where is his father at? Because I could tell you one thing for sure. Whenever a young man has a father in the household, it's a very slim chance that he's walking around that house disrespecting his mother. Think about that. This is the Father Time Network, and I'm here to make being a father cool again.